Hey guys, it's Rodimus Primal. I'm back in another video, and today I have got a little bit of Transformers news to talk to you guys about, as well as some things that are going on with the channel. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's transform and roll out. Okay, so if you guys can probably tell, I am working on my next Transformers discussion video. It is being worked on as we speak, and I should have it to you guys as soon as possible. It should be before, at least before next weekend, because next weekend I'm going to be at RetroCon, which is in Oaks, Pennsylvania. I was there last year, and this will be the second time I see the Cybertronic Spree live, and I'm very excited to go, and if anyone who's going there, I'll be more than willing to say hi. I'll be just around the show floor hanging out. I'm also going to New York Comic-Con next month, so I'll be there all 4 days, so, if I run into you there, I'll be more than willing to say hi. I'll be all around the show floor, so, checking stuff out, maybe I might doing some stuff on camera, so you'll get to see some stuff out there. I may even try to do a live stream while I'm out there. Not really sure about that yet. But I do want to talk about some Transformers news. Well, let's get into it. And the first bit of Transformers news I want to talk about is a sad bit of Transformers news, and that has to do with Michael Lindsay, who was the voice of Robots in Disguise 2001, Skid Z, and Rollbar. And he recently passed away. We don't know much of the details. We just know he was in his 50s. And if you don't know who he is, according to this, it says he was 56, and he passed away on August 31st. And he was a couple of different voices. I am not familiar with all of them. I am familiar with some of them. He was Joe Kiddo and Greymon in Digimon Adventure, Rick in Dinosaurs. He was Kankuro in Naruto. He was Kisui Uhura in Bleach. I'm not familiar with all, like I said, I'm not familiar with all of them, but I am familiar with Rollbar and with Skid Z. Skid Z was like a race car, and Rollbar was one of the Decepticon commandos that merged to form Ruination. So if you're not familiar with those two, that's who the voices that he did. And if you've heard his voice before in other anime or video games, be sure to leave what your favorite voice of him was. If you guys have already known, I've been covering the Generations Selects, which comes straight from Takara, the Seacons that have been released. I already did videos on Turtler and Gulf, I think it was, which is what is it? Snaptrap and Scalor, right? Yep. And then we have, they're going to merge to form King Poseidon or Piranacon. But these figures are, Lobclaw and Nautilator, which is Kraken and Seawing, if you're familiar with the G1 names. And they look fantastic. First of all, in limb mode, and then you have the blaster mode and the foot mode. So you can see, what each of them look like, and they all look really good. So I'm actually really impressed with what how well that these have been coming out. I'm not a big fan of his lobster mode, and that's only because the G1 lobster had gray claws and had gray there in the center, but it's understandable considering what his transformation actually is. And his robot mode looks fantastic. His robot mode matches his G1 self perfectly, including his blaster and his axe. And it looks great. It actually looks really fantastic. I think that they've captured the character really well. And this is Seawing already so far. And Seawing was a Manta Ray. And you can see him here in Manta Ray mode, and he looks very much like his G1 self. I'm really curious if they actually molded in his mouth that they had in the original toy, because they don't show the underbelly of him. But in robot mode, he looks fantastic. He looks really good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this whole big chest plate right here, considering what the original toy looked like. But considering that they're remolding and reusing, I think this is I could be wrong, but I'm not sure if this is reusing the swoop mold and using something different to try and make it the same transformation. And if that's the case, it's perfectly understandable. They look just as good as I would anticipate them to look like. And you can actually order them right off of Hasbro Pulse, I believe, now. And you can also get them off, of course, the third-party, Transformers websites. And I'm excited for them both. I would really like to get the entire set of Piranacon and not have... Yeah, you want Piranacon too? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you think of all this Transformers news? I hope to see you guys soon with my convention appearances, as well as my next Transformers discussion video. But this Transformers news is pretty interesting. But leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to thumbs up and subscribe. If you can check out my Facebook, my Twitter, and if you want to help support the channel on Patreon, be more than helpful to help support and feed this big guy. But as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.